Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here, so I really wanted to make a very quick video, even though I know every single time I say that, it turns out to be a 15-minute video. Let's see what I can do this time around. Number 1, Master Skill Capes. As you can see on the screen, I voted yes. I hope you vote yes too. More than anything else, I would love to have a Master Slayer Skill Cape. I was talking in my last video about there being certain requirements to have you then play a game constantly, that makes you stay playing a game. I mean, obviously you have to, there's the basics, you have to like the game. That's the most basic of requirements, but then all the other requirements, so basically it's to, social interactions, it's to have friends in a game. That way you're going to enjoy it a hell of a lot more. But then the second thing is having a goal, having something to achieve, want to achieve, and that is, for me, that would be a Master Skill Cape. That would be the Slayer Master Skill Cape. So please vote yes. I'm sure it doesn't really make a difference because it's already looks like it's going to win. But the way I think of it is that if more people vote, if this percentage is higher, they'll probably prioritize it. They'll probably think to themselves, hold on a second, this seems to be pretty popular. So you know what? Let's prioritize this update. Plus, it can't be very hard for them. I mean, how hard is it to introduce a new cape into the game? I can't imagine it takes much time. What's the other thing? Okay, so number two is I'm going to quickly show you my Slayer tab. There it is. You have to bear in mind that this is a Slayer tab from the day before I made my last video to today. So I don't know how long that's been. I think it's been 2 weeks. But in 2 weeks, this is what I've gathered. I'm not going to go through it, but what I will tell you is that I took 28 items out of here that I thought would be the most expensive, and it added up to 37.9 million. So for somehow this tab, then taking into account everything that I didn't price check, somehow this tab is worth in excess of 40 million within that short period of time. So, you know, if you needed proof that Slayer is not only very fun but also very profitable, even though dark bows and whips and all that kind of stuff is worthless nowadays, this is proof that there is still a huge amount of value in slaying. I mean, when I did the price check, and unfortunately I don't have the video image of it, and I'm not going to go and do it again, but the things that came up on top were these Serenic Scales. That was worth 5 million in total for all 15. It was the Addy Ore and the Rune Ore. Oh, actually, now I think about it, one thing that needs to be mentioned is, of course, this is not a Slayer tab, it is a resource tab. By that I mean that some of these are from divine locations. So yeah, one thing I need to bear in mind is that while yes, this is from Slayer, I guess what we're really talking about is 2 to 3 weeks worth of Slayer and divine locations. It has to be those two combinations. And of course, divine locations takes what, 5-10 minutes of your day, especially if you do it straight after the reset and you're on World 2 Burnthorpe, or probably World 2 Grand Exchange will probably be decent enough as well. As long as you're doing one of those two things for 5 to 10 minutes and then slaying, you're going to probably end up with a bank like mine. This is also bearing in mind that on weekdays I either won't slay at all, or I'll do one task, and then I spend most of my time on the weekends actually slaying. I'm sorry, what I meant to say is I spend most of the time that I spend on RuneScape is spent on weekdays. Saying it the other way round kind of made it seem as if I spent all day playing RuneScape, which is not the case. And in fact, there you go. So this is from Friday evening till today, Sunday. So this is what I've managed to get in 3 days. And I guess it actually is quite a lot. I'm probably not proving any points here. It is a lot, but yeah, that's what I've done so far. Also, so what else is the Addy bars? One thing I've noticed is the Ascension task. The Ascension task actually gives you quite a lot of resources. It's worth doing. I mean, not only do you get these keys, but you also get Addy bars, you get the rune items, the longswords, the maces. I think they're maces. Also, erets are worth doing as well. 10k per bones, plus the plate bodies and the plate legs and the spears. I mean, this is, you know, this is a good drop. I can't think of the word, but you know what, I'm not even going to try and think of it, but basically, there we go. That's 800 erets I've killed, 800 of them, and from them I've had 61 spears. So that's basically 1 in 10 kills I'm getting a spear. the majority of these plate bodies, if not all of them, I think, in fact it has to be all of them, I think that's the only thing that drops them. 33 from 800, so what is that, 1 in 20? 1 in 20, 30, somewhere between then. Yeah, now I actually think about it, probably 1 in 27, 1 in 26 maybe. I think that would be closer. That is the drop rate of a rune plate from an Eret. And of course, Serenic Scales. Serenic Scales, the majority of these have come from Erets as well. I think I got one from Ascension, I'm not 100% sure from that. I've also got maybe a couple from Dark Beast as well. So there you go, that is my Slayer tab, worth 40 million within a very short period of time. So collecting divine locations and Slayer, that is my tip for making a lot of money. The second thing I've been doing is flipping as well. I'm in a chat called Flip Chat 1. In fact, you know what, let me just show it to you just in case. What frustrates me is once I found out about this channel, I thought, yeah, let's look on YouTube, look for a few of these sites, and there's this one guy that lists about 5 of them, but he doesn't write them down anywhere. It's completely moronic. I mean, why would you tell somebody about a chat and then not tell them how it's entered? Because there's another one called 90 Weps PC, but no one tells me how to type it in, so I don't know whether there are any spaces and how the spaces are, and oh my god, some people are just stupid. But Flip Chat 1, that's it, all one word, Flip Chat 1, number 1. And then 90 Weps PC is another one for Drygores if you're a bit more if you're a bit richer. That's how it is entered. One warning for this one, which is unfortunately full. Just a quick warning though, if you want to also be on the safe side when flipping, I suggest you just use Flip Chat 1 and use these minor items, the Bandos and the Armadillo. That way, if anything drastically changes, you won't lose much money. Whereas with the Drygores, they do drastically change. You can literally find yourself making 1 million by selling a Drygore weapon, which is awesome, and then find yourself losing out on 5 to 6 million because all of a sudden a weapon that was rising is now dropping, and instead of going up by 3 mil, it's going down by 3 mil. That is a drastic change. I actually got caught out quite heavily on the Ascension bow or crossbow. I think I bought it I bought one for 208, sold it for 209, bought another for 208, tried to sell it for 209. This was only literally a couple of hours later, and then all of a sudden they're selling for 198 mil. I'm like, what the hell just happened? I just lost 10 million out of nowhere. And now they're back to 212 mils, which is crazy. I mean, they go up and down like crazy. I'm never touching those again. I'm actually probably not flipping Drygores at all. I do have one in my Grand Exchange there that I'm trying to still shift, so that's 60 million for this Drygore longsword, and they're going up now, so hopefully it won't be long till that sells. Right, so this was supposed to be a quick video. As usual, it's not been. Just to let you know, so on a daily basis, the things that I'm doing is going to player-owned ports just once a day, getting the divine location, that's the second thing. The other thing is I blocked all skill challenges because I'm 99 obviously in all skills except for divination. So now I'm only getting divination skill challenges, and every single day for handing in that challenge I get 17k experience. Also the experience for actually collecting the 100 energies in the first place. And so at very least I'm getting 20k a day experience. Plus it's doubled because as in the normal collecting experience is doubled because I have bonus experience from the treasure chests, 259 still to use up. So guaranteed every single week I'm getting through 140k divination experience. So if that's not something you thought about, I suggest you start thinking about it. The more skills you can block, obviously, the easier it is to get divination challenges, and they give you a decent amount of experience. So it's worth spending, again, 5 to 10 minutes a day doing that. Also, Tears of Gothics, I've got to do that in 3 hours, do that on a weekly basis. I'm not doing penguins, just because I don't feel it's worthwhile. I think it still takes a lot of time to do penguins. And also I'm leaving Troll Invasion to the end of the month. That way, because it's a monthly reset, it doesn't matter when you do it in the month, it's a monthly reset. I'm now leaving it to the last couple of days of the month. That way I get all the levels I'm going to get in divination for that month, and I maximise the experience I get awarded by doing it at the end. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think I've covered absolutely everything. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. If there is something else, we'll mention it next video. But guys, thanks for watching. I'm almost there now. I'm almost completely back to RuneScape. I've almost completely learned everything again. One thing you could actually help me with is herb lore potions. Please let me know if any of the new potions, so anything that was introduced in the game over the last year, is worth me having a proper look at, because I know there are these Zamarok and Saradomin and Guthix kind of herb pots that are new, but I don't know if any of them are decent. So guys, if you can give me tips on any of the new herb lore potions, anything at all, let me know what they do and how they can help me, especially if it involves Slayer. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you around.